You know, Brilyn, here's Trump. I want to play some sound. Here he is talking about to students saying, you know, we need to lose this victim mentality.
Don't consider yourself a victim. Consider yourself a winner. In recent years, too many of our young people have really been taught to think of themselves as victims and blame people and be angry. Don't be angry. But in America, we reject that idea that anyone is born a victim. Our heroes are the ones who take charge of their own destiny, make their own luck, and determine their own fate despite the odds.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody knows I have a junior. She's a daughter, a junior. Now she's a senior at the University of Alabama. Had one just graduated 2 years ago. Trump seemed like a good fit for this commencement speech, Brilyn.
Absolutely. And I had an opportunity, the honor of a lifetime, to meet with the president for a few minutes backstage before he gave that address and give him some advice about how to continue to win Gen Z. And the first thing I told the president, just reminded him of that famous Reagan quote that he used several times during the campaign: "Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?" And I said, Mr. President, we can tweak that a little bit. No, you can just ask Gen Z, are you better off than you were 100 days ago? Because the answer is going to be a resounding yes. Trump has given us cheap gas, secure borders, and performed CPR on the American dream in just 100 short days, Trace. I mean, it took Biden 100 days just to find his way from his bedroom to the Oval Office. And when he got there, all he did for us was give us these LGBTQ studies in Iraq. So it's a stark contrast.
Yeah. Meantime, I thought this was kind of a good line by the president. Watch this.
Chapter of the American story will not be written by the Harvard Crimson. It will be written by you, the Crimson Tide. That's true.
I mean, it is where legends are made, right, Jackson?
Roll Tide to that. The future is going to be written by the Crimson Tide, not the Harvard Crimson.
Yeah. I just want very quickly, 10 seconds each for you here. Jackson, you first. Yeah. Highlight of the commencement last night. Tell me what you thought.
The class of 2025 was so energized, so motivated, and just so happy to have President Trump there. We were just beyond ecstatic that he chose us. And to President Trump, thank you.
Yeah. Brilyn, your final thoughts on what you saw last night.
Yeah, I've seen the president give about a dozen campaign speeches now. Last night was different. He sat and gave 10 pieces of personal advice that he's learned along his way, from being a real estate developer in New York to being the commander-in-chief. That was what I took away. I was taking notes on a little notepad during the speech. It was pretty cool to hear some of the president's words of wisdom.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming on. Brilyn Hollyhand, Jackson Beals, thank you both. We appreciate it. We are back with the Nightcap crew, which includes you next.